Too many things are going this way. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. Even down to my travel, I'm like, ooh, if it's like off, that flight ain't for me, or this ain't for me. Like,
you know, so then that was kind of like a hold up. You know what I'm saying? What's going on here? And
did that make you want to be a rapper more, or make you want to make money to get it back?
Nah.
No, I'm not with him.
No.
Yeah, not by choice, but you know, I respect him.
Angela Simmons didn't need a long explanation. When she was asked if she was single, she responded with just 3 words: short, sharp, and powerful enough to say everything without saying much at all. Almost instantly, people knew exactly who she was referring to: Yo Gotti. No names were mentioned, but the message was loud and clear. What makes it even more interesting is how the situation has completely flipped. These days, it's Yo Gotti who appears to be chasing Angela again, trying to get her attention after Glorilla publicly embarrassed him in front of the world. And here's the part most people didn't see coming. Angela had already been pulling away long before that moment ever happened. Quietly, intentionally. Despite the flashy gifts, the late-night calls, and the non-stop gossip surrounding her name, she was already creating distance. Let's rewind for a second. Back in 2015, Yo Gotti didn't just shoot his shot, he launched it into the spotlight. He publicly admitted, "I just followed Angela Simmons. Boy, I got a crush on Angela Simmons." He didn't whisper it. He didn't keep it cute. He said it loud enough for the entire industry to hear. People were stunned. Gotti wasn't being subtle at all. He wanted everyone to know exactly how he felt. And remember, Angela Simmons isn't just anyone. She's the daughter of Reverend Run, hip-hop royalty. For years, she was seen as untouchable. Yet here was a Memphis rapper boldly claiming her in public. What started as a lyric eventually turned into something real. A relationship no one saw coming. By 2023, they made it official on Instagram. No more hiding. No more speculation. Angela posted a stunning photo of the two of them together, captioned with the words, "You are everything I need." That was the moment fans knew it was real. Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti were officially a couple. On social media, their relationship looked picture-perfect. Polished. Grown. Many people called them hip-hop's mature couple goals, a refreshing contrast to the usual chaos and drama in the industry. But behind those carefully curated photos, insiders were telling a different story. According to sources, cracks were already forming. Angela reportedly felt like she was carrying the relationship on her own. One insider claimed she was putting in far more effort than she was receiving. And honestly, it makes sense. Gotti's life was nonstop, city to city, deal to deal, while Angela was left questioning where she truly fit into his world. And Angela wasn't about to settle. She's a boss in her own right, running fashion brands, building her legacy, and seeking stability. Being treated like an afterthought was never an option.
Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, AP.
What started as flashy public attention slowly turned into something far messier than anyone expected. Inside Yo Gotti's circle, things were already beginning to feel off. His rising star artist, Glorilla, was suddenly everywhere. She was constantly in the studio, showing up at every party, and standing front and center as CMG Records continued to explode. At first, people brushed it off as business. After all, label executives often go hard for their biggest talent. But in the entertainment world, just business has a way of turning into scandal faster than anyone can control. Whispers started spreading that Gotti was getting far too close to Glorilla. Quiet rumors quickly turned into loud speculation. And before long, blogs were running headlines that refused to die down. Then came the moment that changed everything. Glorilla went live on Instagram and publicly embarrassed Gotti in front of thousands of viewers. In seconds, the image he worked so hard to build shattered. Angela Simmons, the respect he once had, and the polished power couple persona all crumbled in real time. When you really sit with it, the situation feels unreal. This is the same man who once proudly declared his crush on Angela Simmons for the whole world to hear. Now he's left looking like he fumbled the ultimate prize. What once felt like a fairy tale love story straight out of a rap lyric has spiraled into one of the messiest and most talked about breakups the internet has seen in years. And this is where things start to feel especially shady. Even though Glorilla hasn't said much publicly, the tension between her and Gotti has been loud enough to shake the entire industry. People online were quick to side-eye the dynamic. Gotti wasn't treating her like a regular label artist. Not even close. Instead, he was showering her with extravagant gifts that looked far more personal than professional. Fans still talk about the moment he surprised Glorilla with a brand new Maybach truck for her birthday. Not a simple gesture. Not a modest gift. A $200,000 luxury SUV wrapped in a massive red bow. She proudly posted it on Instagram with the caption, "You are the greatest." The comment section immediately exploded. People were convinced there was no way this was strictly business. And it didn't stop there. Gotti later gifted her an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak watch, 18-karat gold, fully iced, and reportedly worth around $65,000. That wasn't just a present. That was a statement. A flex so loud it left fans, bloggers, and even industry insiders asking the same question. What CEO does this for an artist unless there's something deeper going on? Luxury gifts are one thing, but these gestures blurred the line between label boss and something far more personal. People online started connecting dots. "Hold on," one fan wrote. "This doesn't feel like label love anymore." Another commented, "He praises her nonstop, buys her expensive gifts, and shows up everywhere she is. That's not normal." Whenever Gotti spoke about Glorilla in interviews, his tone raised eyebrows. He didn't sound like a distant executive. He sounded like someone deeply invested, almost emotionally attached. He showed up at her birthday bash in Memphis and even hit the stage with her, hyping her up like her biggest supporter. That wasn't a cold business move. That was devotion on display. Now, to be clear, Glorilla never disrespected Angela Simmons. She didn't throw shade or move recklessly. But her presence was impossible to ignore. Fans began asking the uncomfortable question. If Gotti was giving this much energy to Glorilla, where did that leave Angela? The optics were bad, no matter how anyone tried to spin it. Angela didn't respond with chaos. Instead, she posted a cryptic late-night Instagram story that instantly set the internet on fire. It read, "I desire everything that flows, everything that goes." That didn't sound like a random inspirational quote. That sounded like a woman quietly releasing what no longer served her. Insiders made one thing clear. Angela Simmons is not the jealous or insecure type. But she's also far from naive. She knows how to read between the lines. What she wanted wasn't flashy gifts or public stunts. She wanted reassurance, quality time, and genuine effort. And slowly, she realized she wasn't getting it. Everything finally clicked when the perfect couple image completely collapsed. That viral moment when Glorilla went live and Clown Gotti left him looking stunned and exposed. Suddenly, those polished Instagram posts felt like smoke and mirrors. The internet watched the unraveling like a reality show playing out in real time. While Gotti scrambled to control the damage, Angela chose silence, and that silence was loud. She didn't rant. She didn't drag him. She didn't flood social media with subliminals. Instead, she moved with quiet dignity, refusing to give the chaos any more of her energy. Months earlier, when Angela was asked directly if she was single, her response stunned people. She said, "It's best to keep some things quiet. He has my utmost respect and affection." That level of grace hit harder than any insult ever could. At the time, many assumed it was closure. Looking back now, it feels like a warning shot. Behind the scenes, rumors swirled that Gotti was trying to win Angela back privately. Insiders claim he reached out through mutual friends, sent flowers, and made repeated late-night calls she refused to answer. Supporters believe Angela knew far more about the label drama than she ever admitted publicly. Blogs have since reported that Gotti has been lurking on her Instagram, double-tapping old posts in what fans call the ultimate "I miss you" move. The same man who once proudly made her Instagram official now looks reduced to subtle hints and desperate gestures. By 2025, the internet has been ruthless. Fans are clowning Gotti nonstop, saying he went from chasing his dream woman to crawling back in regret. Some still hold out hope for reconciliation. arguing that since he chased Angela for years, maybe he deserves one last chance. But others are firm. Once respect is lost, it's gone. At the same time, Gotti's empire appears to be shaking. Rumors of a possible RICO case tied to CMG have begun circulating, and his name keeps resurfacing in industry conversations surrounding the Young Dolph murder trial. Nothing has been officially confirmed, but the whispers alone are damaging. From Glorilla's perspective, the situation is just as dangerous. She's one of the hottest artists in the game right now, with endorsements, festivals, and major deals lined up. The last thing she needs is to be dragged into legal chaos tied to her label boss. Her decision to publicly distance herself suddenly makes sense. She's protecting her career before things spiral further. Meanwhile, Angela Simmons is focused on her own world. She's a mother, a businesswoman, and a growing force in fitness and lifestyle branding. Getting caught up in messy IG Live drama and legal rumors is the last thing she wants. Her calm responses weren't weakness. They were strategy. Gotti, on the other hand, looks shaky, single, scrambling, on the verge of losing his biggest artist. The image of the boss who secured his dream woman has flipped into that of a man desperate to fix what he let slip away. Insiders claim he's gone to extreme lengths to win Angela back, but she isn't biting. She's locked in on her son, her businesses, and her peace. If you watch her lately, she's glowing, radiating unbothered energy.